This is the Gorge, the best place to downwind. But is it? There is a hidden gem in Switzerland. Maybe it's even better than the Gorge. Welcome to Matt on Foil. The Columbia River Gorge and Hood River are in every other YouTube video, Instagram reel, or they're talked about in the podcast. And it looks amazing. But there's another place that you should consider when going for a downwind. Let's compare the Gorge and Gorge at Lake Neuchâtel in Switzerland. And I'll compare these two spots in access, accommodation, wind and waves, and the downwind runs themselves. For Hood River, you probably have to fly to Portland and take a car, which takes another hour to get there. But in Switzerland, you take the plane to Zurich. Then you take either the car, which is a little bit over 1.5 hours, or you take the train for 2 hours. The prices of the Airbnbs are comparable, like €1,000 for a week. But at Lake Neuchâtel, you have a lot of camping grounds, so that might be a better option. Yes, you definitely have more days with wind in the US, but like the 10-day forecast in Switzerland is quite accurate. Now we all know that the waves on the camera don't look as big as they really are, but I've talked to a friend who visited both places and he said that the waves in the Gorge were a little less high than the waves on Lake Neuchâtel, but due to the current, they're a bit steeper and very well organized. But let's talk about the most important thing about the downwind runs. And I've heard stories, dangerous stories from the Gorge with tunnels, with road traffic and whatnot. So Lake Neuchâtel, I tell you, is paradise for that. Because we don't need cars. We don't need to do upwind downwinders with a parawing, which yes, you can do. We take the train. Now, let me walk you through that. There are over 120 foiler in the WhatsApp group. So if there's wind and we meet, we distribute ourselves on the train so we don't take too much space. If there are a lot of people, please take off your foil. You can screw it back together once you're in Gorge. Going upwind is super nice. You do your last preparation, like me here, putting my surf gears in. Then it's a 5-minute walk from the train station to the lake. You actually pass a gas station, so if you need some food you forgot or something to drink, you can just go there and buy some more food. And then it's not far from the water. That day we didn't do the whole lake, but we did 20 kilometers. And if you're wondering how I track this, I usually track my session with the Foil Sessions app. And there's a new feature, destination feature. So if you're not familiar with the place, you can actually set a destination. You have an arrow on your watch which points you towards the arrival. And usually at the arrival, you can see it here. A lot of people are waiting and looking for everyone who's coming in. But let's get on the water. You can see here, no slippery or steep entrance. You can just walk into the water and the wind line is about 30 to 50 meters outside. So after a couple of paddle strokes, the wind starts and you can actually get going. For myself here, it was my first time from Gorge. So I was quite nervous when going out, but as soon as you were flying, you're in those waves. And you can see my first stash was terrible and it took me 30 seconds to get these lines out of the camera. But then you're in the bumps already. They're not super huge at the beginning, but then they grow. So at the start, I would say they're over a meter, maybe 1.20 meters. And in the middle of the lake, then it was man high. Really amazing stuff. But let me just not show myself because I'm a very average foiler, as you can see.
I mean, this is the dream.
Let me show you some of these Swiss legends. And first we have Frau Foil, Anja, super cool. She's still on the SUP, no parawing. We have Nils Mango, you know him from Instagram. You have Robin Rolls, he carves like crazy. And of course there would be more, they just didn't send me their footage. Check out that special podcast episode with Andy. He foiled at both places.
All right. I think that's enough footage of me just smiling. Thank you very much for following my journey, for helping me out with coffees, with comments, subscriptions, and just spread the love. See you guys in the next one. That was fucking awesome.